Well, there's a situation I want to talk about today, and I'm not going to lie, I have some valid takes on the situation, but then also, I have a really unpopular opinion that's probably either going to do one of three things: one, get me canceled; two, clip me out of context; or three, there's going to be videos made about me like this girl is a complete dumbass. Gambling is bad, ladies and gentlemen. I do not encourage gambling by any means. I feel like you should stay far away from it, but I'm gonna roll the dice and just take my chances and talk about this subject. Now, there's a streamer named Extra Emily. We actually did talk about her on my channel before, and we're gonna be talking about her again today. Now, I feel like there's a lot of channels out there who you could call to cancel them for things that they've said or done in the past. Not even in the past, but like things that they're still currently doing. I currently talk about a channel that I feel should not be on the internet or on any platform, but it is what it is at the end of the day. But we all know of a few channels right off the top of our head where we're like, how are they still platforming? But they're calling to cancel Extra Emily for something she never even said. I just want to say something really quickly before we do get into the video. I dropped my phone the other day, and I do every single one of my videos from my phone. The screen's not cracked or anything, it's still in good condition, but for some reason, the microphone now just like picks up a little bit extra loud. So if y'all feel like I'm like screaming in this video, I'm really not. It's just my microphone just being a little bit too intense. But with that being said, I'm going to try my best to balance the audio for me to the video clips that we're going to be reacting to today. But if y'all have to just turn it down, please. Don't let me sit here and scream at y'all. Now, apparently, the internet is calling to cancel Extra Emily because people are claiming, like, there's an account here who says Extra Emily accidentally slipped up and said a word. But what word did she say? Well, the N word to be exact. But she never even really said it, but that's just my opinion. We're going to get into that in just a minute, but let's play the clip.
Name 3 streamers you will never do a stream with again.
Extra Emily.
That's not true.
Emily, Extra. That's 3.
Bruh, Nick, Russell, that's not even true.
Oh, I'm sorry. You asked me the question and now you're saying it's not true?
Nick, Russell, that's not even true.
Nick, Russell, that's not even true.
Because, hello.
This is a super iffy situation, okay? Because she could have actually said it, but at the same time, if you say something really fast, sometimes it sounds like something else that it's really not, you know what I mean? And don't clip me out of context here, I swear to fuck. I know there's gonna be some people out there who's like, Revoke Reality just said the N-word, but no, we're not doing that, y'all. We're gonna play a game here, and it's called Do It At Your Own Will, okay? Do it in private. I'm just kidding. I'm not encouraging anybody to say any type of slur or anything like that, but let's play a game, okay? Nick, pause. If you say that fast, you're probably gonna hear something that it's not. It can be taken out of context, especially if you're saying it fast and you have a bit of an accent, you know what I mean? And she is talking to one of her friends, Russell, but then she also has a friend named Nick who is there with her, so she probably kind of like confused the two. I don't know. Y'all, if she did say it, I'm not trying to justify anything, I'm just giving my opinion on the situation. Do y'all remember back in like middle school whenever people would be like, oh, say this like fast, you know what I mean? They give you like a few words and like you say it and you try to say it fast, and the more fast that you say it, it's construed to say something else. Y'all remember that game? Yeah, so I feel like possibly this was just taken out of context. Like I said, she had a friend Nick there with her, and if you say Nick and pause, it could possibly sound like the slur. But you know what, if she did say it, like I said, I'm not trying to defend her, I'm just saying this is kind of what I think about the situation, what I think could have happened.
You Extra Emily, and fuck you, Pokemon. Y'all saying nigga and shit like that shit sweet, like that's not racist as fuck. You say that shit in real life, if I ever see any nigga say that shit to my face that's not black, I'm beating the fuck out of you. And if you a bitch, you getting slapped. That's on everything I love. Fuck wrong with y'all, boy. The streamer saying that shit online, and a goofy ass nigga that was on the phone with her think that shit sweet too. Say that shit to my face. Say that shit to a real nigga in person. These streamers have niggas thinking that shit's okay to just be saying. That shit is not okay. That shit is not okay. Cancel them bitches. Fucking bitch. Emily, you a bitch. Pokemon, you a bitch too.
I like how this gentleman's at work and he's like, you know what? Boss, give me a minute. This is a pressing matter that I must address. And he just says on his phone, like, Extra Emily, you're a Pokemon, you're a bitch. Now, I told y'all I was going to have a really, really unpopular opinion on this situation, though. Like I said, I do have some valid points in this video, but this right here is strictly just my opinion. Do not clip me out of context, alright? Let's not do this to me right now, okay? My channel is, I'm trying to build my channel. But y'all, literally just in my opinion, let's keep that in mind, I feel like if that word is so triggering, why would y'all say it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like, yes, there are some people who just genuinely want nothing to do with that word. There's some Mexicans who are okay and, like, throw slurs back and forth amongst themselves. And there's also white people, I'm sure, out there who are throwing slurs, white slurs back and forth with themselves. But I just feel like if it's an issue when another race says it to you, why not just, like, cancel the word in general if it's, like, you know what I mean, that big of a deal? And I'm just gonna insert this example here. I was dating somebody, unfortunately, and that relationship was terrible. But anyway, they had a cousin who got out of jail, and she was in jail for a period of time. Like, she missed out on, like, her later teenage years, so she was released as an adult. I don't know what she was in jail for, to be honest. I probably should have asked that before I just, like, decided to take this woman to a circus, because, like, what if shit went down? But anyway, I should have asked questions, but my dumbass, I was like, let's go to a circus. Anyways, we were pulling up to the venue, and I remember driving, and she's like, wow, look at all the Wonder Bread. And I was like, bread? What do you mean bread? I was like, where is there, like, a bread stand or something? That I see a pretzel stand and a nacho stand. Is there a bread stand? Why are they selling bread? She was like, no, all the white people, all the Wonder Bread. And I was like, I've never heard that one before. You know what I mean? But here's the point I'm trying to make with that. If I would go out and call my fellow community a racial slur, I can't sit here and take offense when other people do it. You know what I mean? Like, if I would take offense when other people would do it, but not when I do it, I feel like that would be kind of hypocritical of me. And I have seen videos where people, like, make fun of it, where they'll be listening to a rap song that has the slur in it, and as soon as the slur comes, everybody looks to the white friend like, you better not say it. But do y'all truly believe that that person censoring themselves in public to their favorite song is not going to go home and say that shit with their full chest? That's just my opinion. I feel like if the word is that big of an issue and people take that high of offense to it, let's just cancel it entirely, you know? Now, I told y'all, I gave y'all fair warning. I was going to have an unpopular take on that situation, and that was the unpopular take. We don't have to agree with each other all of the time, y'all. We can still be friends at the end of the day, you know? But that's just my opinion on the situation. But Extra Emily did clear this up because it was getting millions and millions of views, and like I said, she could have said it because it's easy to take things out of context, especially if, like, you're speaking fast and it sounds like a specific word. But just because it sounds like something does not mean that that was that person's intention. And as a content creator, y'all, I don't script my content, so I will say things sometimes and it does get taken out of context, or sometimes I will leave out an opinion that I have just because I'm trying to stick to the topic of that video. And people will put words in my mouth and be like, well, if you're talking about frail people on the internet, can we also talk about overweight people? And I'm like, hold on, like, I have a strong opinion on that too, but that's not the focus of today's video, you know? So I understand as a content creator, like, being taken out of context, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of on Emily's side here because it does really suck when you are taken out of context. Like, here's a comment here on this situation. Extra Emily once again being awful. Why are people surprised she's always been a bad person? Now, another person did talk about this, and they said, at Twitch, are you going to do anything about this? Or, since it slurs against black people, you don't care. If it was a different group slur, she would already be taken down. Your racism is showing. Hashtag Twitch, hashtag Extra Emily. Extra Emily ended up responding to the situation, and she said, y'all, 13 million views on this. I cannot keep my silence. I said Nick, pause, and called my friend the wrong name. I never say this word in my life. This app is so cooked, man.
Wait, whoa, I have to clarify myself. I called him Nick.
Do you really think that this girl who is close friends with two black people on the phone with them just randomly decided to call them the N-word in the middle of her stream? How fucking retarded do you have to be in order to do this?
Streamers I'll never do a stream with again.
So there's Nick. So Nick is even in the context of this conversation. It's not like she randomly brought up a person's name that has nothing to do with it. And the problem with something like this is that I happen to be somewhat of an expert. The reason why people do this too, you have to keep in mind, is because they want to have the ability to damage a person's career. The internet loves to bring people up, and the only thing that they love more than bringing people up is to bring them.
Sorry, y'all, the clip cut, but he was pretty much saying the only thing that the internet loves more than to bring people up is to bring them down. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't always agree with his takes, but I do agree with this one. Now, I personally live my life without saying slurs because there is one thing such as edgy humor, but it's another thing, it's gross in my opinion, if you're trying to offend somebody to be funny, or if you're just straight up offensive to people. I just feel like, you know, you shouldn't have room for hate in your heart, because your heart's not in your body to put out hate, you know what I mean? And like I said, I probably had an unpopular opinion on this situation, but at the same time, I really do feel like Extra Emily was being taken out of context, and plus, Nick was there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she just randomly said a name of somebody who was not even there or part of the conversation. She messed up and called her friend Russell by Nick's name, tried to backtrack by saying, immediately after, and then shook her head like, Nick. Wow, Russell. You know what I mean? Because she messed up on the names. That's literally what I think happened here, and again, the internet is the internet. As soon as they think somebody did something wrong or sees something wrong with something, they're immediately going to jump on it and try to ruin somebody's career or reputation strictly because they feel like they're in the right to either one, do so, or two, because they're taking things out of context and they feel like it's going to get them clicks and views at the end of the day. Now, like I said, she might have said it. I don't know. I just feel like, and again, this is strictly just my opinion, y'all can disagree with me in the comment section if y'all want to, that's totally okay. On this page, we are all entitled to our own opinions. Whether we agree with each other or not does not mean we're going to stop supporting each other or having mutual respect for each other. It is what it is, unless one of us do something crazy, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I can't support this no more, or if y'all were like, oh wow, like, Revoke, that's a shit take, I cannot support this no more. It is what it is, we're all entitled to those opinions. Feel free to have it. But like I said, I just feel like she was clipped out of context, and that's just my opinion at the end of the day. But I'm just going to wrap this video up here. Let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions on it in the comment section down below. Don't hold back. Just let me have it. Let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions. Can't wait to read them. And with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next damn video. Alright, bye.